Time again for another Netherworld competition, this time between Pierce and Fattyzilla. Pierce's team consists of Chien Po the Bard, Mulan the Priest, Yao the Bard, and Ling the Thief. Meanwhile, Fattyzilla's team has Lenny the Archer, Carl the Bard, Ludek the Paladin, and Mortimer the Paladin. Good luck to the two of you, as your first match on a small map will be map number 11, Office of Igros Castle. Good luck to the both of you, and may the underworld claim your foe. We have Pierce in the red and Fattyzilla in the black. Thief gets first turn, is going to go for a 99 damage dagger smack, triggering PA save as opposed to going charm onto the female paladin. Archer's going to miss his shot as well, as the Bard goes for a casting of some sort, as we do get a high percentage charm onto the Priest of Pierce. Quite unfortunate from his perspective, as his Bard rushes forward and does a Kotetsu for very massive damage onto the Knight due to her weakness to darkness. Paladin's going to go for a poison bow shot, which does get blocked by the very high evasion Thief, as we get a quick sinkhole, canceling the spell from the Bard, and a quickening coming out of Pierce's Thief. He's going to run back, heal up a little bit, as Fattyzilla's Archer doesn't hit the Bard, but no poison proc. Paladin does not like getting hurt the way she was. Goes for a retaliatory smack, but the Bard will respond with very much pain. Meanwhile, Fattyzilla's Bard begins the song as the Charmed Priest goes and tries to heal up both units. Kotetsu is going to hit almost everybody on the field. That was quite a lot of pain that was just brought right there. 77 damage shot. Cure 3 is going to heal up her enemy now, as she is in critical. Bard is going to be dropped on Fattyzilla's side from the Cyclops. More quickening. Archer is able to drop Pierce's Priest, as we had bodies just lying everywhere. Thief runs forward, can't do anything at this point, as Pierce's Bard hangs all the way back and goes for a fairy onto the dead Priest. Bard's up from a re-raise, Kotetsu, hitting 3 units, dropping 2, and triggering yet more PA save on the male paladin. Fairy pops her right back up, and a quick raise 2 onto the paladin has missed. Quite unfortunate there for Fattyzilla. 110 damage, PA save, so that male paladin is getting quite strong, as the Archer goes for another poison bow shot onto Pierce's Priest. She's going to go for a cure as well as a Moogle and Masamune to get haste and regen, so Pierce's team is healing up quite nicely, as the male paladin goes for yet another raise 2. 110 damage, drops him into critical, more PA save. Here comes the Moogle. 178 heal, cure 2, hitting 2 units, bringing everyone pretty much back to full, as the female paladin is brought back up with that raise 2. We get a break coming out of Fattyzilla's Archer, and another raise 2 out of the paladin for Fattyzilla. Sinkhole, cancel the raise 2. Very good idea. MA save onto the female paladin. Ooh, and the Thief could not drop down that Knight. Muramasa coming out of Pierce's Bard. 172 damage. No death sentence onto Fattyzilla's Archer, as we get a poison bow shot getting blocked by the Thief once more. Cyclops. 189 damage, PA save onto Fattyzilla's Archer as he retreats and goes for a retaliatory poison bow smack onto the Bard. Second time's a charm, and the Thief has dropped the Paladin for Fattyzilla. Quick comment, another MA save onto the female Paladin. Kotetsu hitting 2 units, healing 1 and dropping the Archer. Or raise 2 action, this time out of the female paladin, bringing the Bard for Fattyzilla back up at 100% health. Re-raised by the male paladin, and he's going to hang in the corner and eat a dagger. No, 5% block. That has been a very fortunate paladin so far, as the priest is going to go for a comet, dropping down the archer for Fattyzilla once more. Pierce looks like he's in the upper hand at this point, especially if he can finally drop that second paladin the way he just did, bringing it to a 4-on-2 and leaving the bard for Pierce to start singing. Charm could be a very big tide turner, as she goes for just a absolutely necessary raise 2. Another Kotetsu dropping the female paladin once more. Angel Song and absorb MP, so that priest is very well off, as that raise 2 does bring that archer right back up. 86 damage dagger smack, comboed with the shot from the bard, will drop the archer right back down. More Angel Song. It's going to change to a fairy, I believe, onto the dead priest, and the bard has now triggered MA save, making his draughts even more dangerous. Although they just got blocked by the bulk of the teams. Priest is right back up. And a quick X potion to keep her relatively healthy. That poison bow is proving to be quite troublesome. An X potion again, as that thief has gotten very quick, as the bard for Pierce begins to sing. Bard for Fattyzilla is going to continue his dagger smack rampage, as he does not appreciate being left the way he is, and hasten regen to remove the poison, as well as a protect coming out of Pierce's priest. More Angel Songs. Thief is going to move towards the bard, 110 damage, more MA save onto Fattyzilla's bard, but it remains a 4-on-2. Armor break gets blocked. Priest is going to go for another comet. Steady 100 damage there, no surprise. And a quick Kotetsu hitting both units, drops the bard and moves the archer into critical. So bard's going to continue his song as we get a Sylph. Finishing the match. Round 1 going to Pierce. Let's see what round 2 holds. Round 2 between Pierce and Fattyzilla take place on map 89, Poescus Lake. Round 1 went to Pierce, mainly due to the female paladin for Fattyzilla being weak to darkness, making Kotetsu insanely dangerous. Let's see how round 2 goes. Pierce's thief gets first turn, of course, using quickening and heading forward. Archer is going to respond in kind, although he is not quite in range yet. Bards on both sides are going to start singing if I was a betting man. And I'd lose that bet because Pierce's bard said, no, I'm just going to walk. I'm good. And the second one does have something to do, since he can draw out the haste and regen. Paladin's hanging back, as they're quite slow. And a quick haste, hitting 2 units. So reinforcing the draw out from the archer, or from the bard quite nicely. Dagger smack, 1 MA for Fattyzilla's bard. Armor break has been inflicted onto the priest once more. Battle song raising everyone's physical damage, as the priest hangs back and goes for another comet. Kotetsu only hitting 1 unit, but high damage, triggering yet more MA save, as the female paladin moves into death range. Poison bow shot gets guarded by the archer, by the thief, as we get another comet dropping Fattyzilla's bard into critical. He's going to run away and continue his song, but the thief should be able to track him down, and he does. 110 damage, and he has fallen. Quick Cyclops onto the archer up top on the roof. 189 damage, still going strong. He has a ton of hit points as he inflicts poison onto the priest for Pierce. Pierce's bard's going to fly around the building, and yep, death range 336, triggering MA save, which will not save her in the long run. Comet, 100 damage, and she is toast. Quickening from the thief once more, as Pierce takes command of the match yet again. The units do have re-raise, but that will not save them as they lack strong ability to heal. Pierce's Bard has been afflicted with poison once more as we get some Moogles with absorbed MP. Bard is up singing his song. Thief is going to run to the side since he is out of MP for quickenings. 85 damage, more poison. Pierce's Priest is going to go for a counter Comet to take care of that re-raise quite nicely. Bard is dropped once more due to Kotetsu, and she's going to run back and wait for her fate. Boom. 100 damage, puts her into critical as the rest of the team starts to move forward for Pierce. Paladin is going to go for a quick raise too, as we get another Moogle coming out of Pierce's Bard. She is never ever ever going to run out of MP. 110 damage, PA save. As the raise 2, does it connect? It does. So that brings us back to a 4-on-4. Although another Comet and a Kotetsu are going to lead to some trouble there for Fattyzilla. Bard flies back up to the top of the house. Comet. Boom. Drops her down as the Archer continues to try to 4-on-2 this team. He does drop the Bard for Pierce into critical. However, the Thief is right there to explosion him up. As the second Bard goes for another Cyclops. More raise 2s. Haste is starting to wear off. Bard begins to sing once more for Fattyzilla. Cyclops. 189 damage, drops him into critical as the Priest goes for a staff smack to drop down the male Paladin. More haste and regen action to get rid of the poison and to make everybody quite quick. As a quick armor break will reduce the amount of regen coming for the Bard for Pierce. PA save onto the Archer once more as he remains in critical, and more battle song makes him even more dangerous. He's quite a dangerous fellow, however, Sylph will take him down. Alright, back to a 4-on-2 as the Paladin gets up from a re-raise. I'm imagining a staff smack will occur once more, but we shall see. Thief is now quite quick, and he's going to hang back towards the rest of the team with a high ether as opposed to going on the offensive. Bard is going to stop his song and go for a dagger smack, only 63 damage, so the Priest can shrug that off. Archer doing 106 damage now with his poison bow. And yep, there was that staff smack, so I was correct. And we're back down to a 4-on-2. Everybody flies forward. More Sylphs, dropping the Archer once more. There we are. And back to a 4-on-1 now, as everybody else is going to take the long route in order to get back to the rest of the team. Bard is going to continue his offensive. 63 damage will drop the Priest, and poison will actually finish her off. So temporary safety here as we go for a quick fairy as opposed to an offensive attack from Pierce. Pops right back up and no longer has poison, so she can survive at least one more dagger smack from the Bard for Fattyzilla. More explosion to reinforce that fact. And the Bard is going to, again, not go on the offensive. Instead, it's going to go for haste and regen. So 4-on-1. You guys can take this. Now it's a 3-on-2. Can we get a quick raise too, or will the units be able to cancel this in time? Raise 2 will go off, and it does connect. So we're actually at a 3-on-3 for the moment. Quick Cyclops inflicting darkness, triggering MA save. And we get more high others as opposed to offensive attacks. Poison Bow goes under the floating Priest. Very effective. And Drought Muramasa should drop this Bard for Fattyzilla. So we're at a... still at an advantage for Pierce. But that Charmed Priest is being very annoying. Thief is going to run forward. 110 damage smack. More PA save. Raise 2. Has missed. Quite unfortunate for Fattyzilla there. The Cyclops for 220 drops him into critical, and Charm has worn off, not mattering because the Dagger Smack drops him. Fattyzilla, thanks for playing. Pierce, you live to fight another day.